bears resemblance to cousin Josh as well. I think someone else wrote in about Mr. Smallbone previously, but glad to have him aboard the yacht. AJ Fabianchik in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Hey Harris, congratulations on the new sponsor, Gabby Insurance. I was surprised to hear you say you have a homeowner's policy. Do those cover yachts? Is the possum listed as an additional insured? How many successful claims have you filed? And has cousin Josh given you the tips and tricks for dealing with claims handlers for yachts? I can only imagine the premiums you're paying. Kevin Harris, Nashville, Tennessee, haver of the $3 that cousin Josh returned for the candle he didn't buy. Hey Harris, the generous spirit of the Almanac Drive has inspired me to kick off a campaign for an unfortunate thank God it's not for my dating life, for an unfortunate wide receiver who is cursed with passes from Tyrod Taylor. This is obviously old, not so much right now. That's right, says Kevin. It is the MW for MW drive. Mac Weldon for Mike Williams, because if this man has to sacrifice his body to try to contort himself to catch a crossing route 4 feet over his head, then he at least deserves a long-sleeve undershirt that fits him properly rather than the apparent Vincent Jackson hand-me-downs that miraculously made the move from San Diego. If only Mac Weldon. Here I am giving Mac Weldon free publicity. They're not a sponsor. I would be all in otherwise, though. Jason Huyman from Seattle with a picture of his toddler girlie. Not a toddler any longer. A lovely young lady. Hey, Harris. Looking forward to a great season and have really appreciated hearing you for some normalcy in these crazy times. Hopefully there aren't too many more high ankle sprains going around for you to incorrectly assume out there that it's just a slightly worse sprain than a normal ankle sprain. But with Michael Thomas... yeah, if you would like to know the difference, says Jason, I can show you there's this thing called Google. It's not the same thing. Or maybe he says you prefer Ask Jeeves. Yeah, I don't need that speech again. You're right, Jason. High ankle sprain, not a regular ankle sprain. But we'll get that speech 15 times this weekend, no question about it. Dan Sischek in Connecticut. Hey, Harris. After listening to last Monday's podcast, I literally laughed out loud, picturing you spending the first 10 minutes of a movie trying to figure out if it's animated. Who Framed Roger Rabbit must have really thrown you for a loop. This show is so stupid. And I have to say, I read that because I have no recollection of what I said last Monday. No recollection. Ryan from Melbourne, Australia. Hey, Harris, not sure whether I've caught you at a good time. You may be getting nostalgic having a reread of Gravity's Rainbow, or otherwise cursing at the moon, damning flicks rankings to fantasy hell, but I need a point in the right direction and humbly ask for your guidance. I have been in my main fantasy league for some 10 years. I've watched it slowly dwindle from a 16-team standard to 10-team full PPR. I was hoping you could provide me some guidance on how to find a place in a real league in the future, and I don't have a lot of thoughts about that other than you could become a person of the book and join the fantasy the Facebook group that's for that, and ask folks there. Anybody who wants to be a person in the book, all you have to do is go to Amazon, find a novel of mine, show me a proof of purchase, and you will be in that Facebook group. Cisco Fernandez in Philly. Hey, Harris, you did it again yesterday, although I think it was September 16th, so that was like 9 days ago. Michael Phone Booth Thomas, please explain to all your Gen Z listeners what a phone booth is, so they won't have to go down the search engine rabbit hole that will inevitably lead to a questionable film from the early 2000s with Colin Farrell. Yeah, he loses people in a phone booth. And finally, here she is, about the project, the spreadsheet project, Julie Red from Chicago. Hey, Harris, have people been sending you names and pictures of potential hookups that you haven't been showing me? Fess up, the spreadsheet awaits. I'm sure it does. That's it. That's it for this show. That's it for this week. Coming up, of course, we will do Film Don't Lie on Sunday morning for all you people of the book who are in the Facebook group. I'll be there to answer your questions, and then we'll do it all again, watch the film for week 4. I think Paul Perticchese is going to be on Monday, and that should be great. Until then, I hope you have a great weekend. I hope that you will be safe, and I will talk to you on Monday.
The Harris Football Podcast's opening theme is Under the Gun by Apex Manor. The closing theme is Say Yes by The Wellspring. Subscribe to the podcast on iTunes and never miss an episode.